take a live look at Washington, D.C., where a large group of protesters is gathered in front of the White House. They are violating a new curfew that took effect within the past hour. CBS reporter Natalie Brand is live on the White House grounds. Natalie, what is the very latest?
Well, Liz, things appear to be calm at this hour. We are now an hour past curfew here in Washington, D.C. We can still hear some of the demonstrators in the distance, but they appear to be dispersing at this hour. But I can tell you all day long, large crowds have been peacefully marching through the streets and around the White House, at one point stopping, sitting for 9 minutes in honor of George Floyd. Protesters returned to the streets of the nation's capital despite heightened security measures across the city. Earlier, demonstrators met the president and first lady when they visited the St. John Paul II National Shrine. It was the president's second visit to a religious site in as many days. Monday evening, peaceful protesters across from the White House and Lafayette Square were forcibly dispersed by federal police. Moments later, President Trump walked to the nearby damaged St. John's Church, where he held up a Bible.
If Donald Trump wants to gas someone next time, start right here. What he did to those Americans in that square yesterday, he did to all of us.
Administration officials said there were plans to expand the security perimeter regardless of the president's trip to the church. President Trump has threatened state governors that he will send in the U.S. military to stop violent protests and rioting, a move that would require invoking the Insurrection Act of 1807.
I think that the law allows the president to invoke the Insurrection Act. I think the bigger issue is, should he be doing that?
Attorney Robin Nunn points out that past presidents invoked the Insurrection Act without states' request during the civil rights movement to enforce desegregation. But she adds doing so in this situation may add more conflict to city streets.
We're not allow any president to quiet our voice.
Meanwhile, the president's top political rival, former Vice President Joe Biden, visited Philadelphia, where he called for unity and reform. And again, I want to take a look at some live pictures outside of the White House. Security has been stepped up significantly, I can say, today. But again, that has not deterred the demonstrators who turned out in force and marched peacefully all day long. As I mentioned earlier, we are now 1 hour past curfew, so groups are starting to scatter, and everyone really hopes things do stay calm and peaceful tonight. I also want to give you some brand new reaction from Senator Kamala Harris, who today said America's wounds are exposed. She went on to say the people protesting on the street are protesting, understanding that we have yet to fulfill that promise of equal justice under the law. We know these demonstrations will continue in the days to come. I'll send it back to you.
Yes, and let's hope they all stay peaceful. All right, Natalie, thank you.